Oh, you're not gonna. I'm not gonna fall into that trap. But I want to quickly point out that Bradshaw needs the win here badly, Dave. And I think he needs it for two reasons. One, the point standings, obviously, championship coming to a close. Second, mentally, I think he needs the win to prepare his mind for the rest of the season.
Here we go. Drop of the gate. We're underway. Privateer Larry Brooks has a whole shot. Ooh, trouble contact. Stanton just barely gets through. Big pile up. Here's number 1, Jean-Michel Bale involved. There were about a half dozen factory team riders all stacked up in that. Brooks is the leader. Let's go back and take a Mike Kudrowski, hard luck guy tonight. He's been all the way through the last chance qualifier. Let's go back and take another look.
No way could we tell what triggered that incident. There are so many bodies stacked up there. They look like an accordion going in and out, all factory riders. Jean-Michel Bale, the championship points leader, way at the back of the pack now. And Jeff Stanton, as a result of the altercation almost being involved, is well back, I'd say, about mid-pack at this point.
The Privateer leads it. Larry Brooks with Mike Jones in second spot. Number 4, Damon Bradshaw, gets a tremendous break here as the Honda factory team riders are hung up in the first turn. Bradshaw trying to make a move on Jones as Brooks builds the early lead. He's got to feel the heat right now as he knows that all the big guns are back there. Bradshaw did not make the pass, and I got a feeling he's going to try to get by these guys in a big hurry.
I think he will too, but if he was able to determine, and this track goes back and forth. There's Stanton, and he's back now in the number 8 or 9 position. Oh boy, he has got such a ways to go if he's going to be a factor in this one. That I think all he's doing now is fighting for maximum points that he can get out of this. But the track, as I started to say, goes back and forth. So Bradshaw was able to look over his shoulder and look beside him as the rider's going the other direction, Dave, and he knows there is no one there to challenge him.
Here's Jones being challenged and indeed passed by Bradshaw. You saw him look over his shoulder. He saw Bradshaw coming, and I think he saw the writing on the wall as well, although he does try to retaliate there. But Bradshaw is looking forward. Bradshaw wants to get around Brooks in a hurry, open up the big lead, and not give anybody the opportunity to catch back up with him here early on. So this is the race for the lead, and the Honda team riders who stand 1-2 in the points, Jeff Stanton and Jean-Michel Bale, are far behind. Will this be the straightaway? No, Bradshaw couldn't get it set up on the outside there, and is still stuck in second. Give Brooks a lot of credit. He's having a good night.
He's having the best night that he has had all season long. How long is he going to stay up there? That obviously is the question. If Bradshaw has anything to do with it, not for long. But Larry Brooks is doing a masterful job.
Every corner you have the feeling that Bradshaw's got the move all set up. And every corner, Brooks is able to either close the door or just come out with a little more speed, as he does right there, and leads yet another lap. Brooks on the no-leans Yamaha, and it's a big night for that team as they've got the factory team bike behind for the moment. There it is. They left that door open just a little, and Bradshaw squirts through.
And the crowd appreciates it very much. I think Bradshaw was probably being cautious, Dave. Again, he knew where Stanton, or he knows rather where Stanton and Bale are, and I think he's saying, hey, I've got to make the pass, but I sure don't want to screw up. I don't want to be back there with them.
Cooper going after Jones now. This is for 4th and 5th. Guy does the double. Can't quite get by. Cooper, they call him airtime. You see why. If there is a spectacular way to make the move, Cooper will find it. Cooper will make it. Let's note, too, that Jeff Stanton has picked up a position or two. Oh, and we got a rider in trouble. It's Jeff Glass, who is off the motorcycle. He's out of harm's way, but the bike is left laying in the middle of the racetrack. Bradshaw has taken the lead. Stanton is up to 5th. We'll be back to see if he can catch it. We pick up the action with Larry Brooks versus Guy Cooper for 2nd place. Ronnie Tischner has crashed, and they move past the crash scene. Tischner being tended to by the safety personnel as Cooper mounts a major attack here. These whoop-de-doos are a Cooper specialty. He likes to find the fast way through. Changes the line, comes to the inside, and he makes the pass. Yeah, he does. He gets the wheel out front. And Guy Cooper be gone as he takes over the 2nd spot.
As the season is drawing to a close, just like in 1991, Cooper is oh, look at that. How did he save that? That was amazing. Cooper, wow, here, we're going to look at it again. Watch what Cooper does. He comes through this whoop-de-doo section. Oh, up the motorcycle. Are you putting me on? You learn that stuff if you're from Oklahoma, you know. I think he rode bareback Broncos in the rodeo.
I told you it's quite a spectacular way to do things.
I just wanted to quickly point out that last year, about the same time of the year, season drawing to a close is when Cooper got red hot. He's doing it again. And here's someone else that's red hot. Jeff Stanton from way off the pace, now challenging Larry Brooks for the number 3 position.
Stanton has come through a lot of traffic after that first turn episode that tangled both he and his teammate Jean-Michel Bale. Stanton is determined that this race will not be his downfall as it was a year ago. He's going to get all the points out of here he can. He's riding right up there on the edge. He's got to be careful.
He definitely is. We need to quickly point out Stanton was not on the ground like Bale. He was able to escape that part of the altercation, but he was just held up for a long time. Look at Brooks holding him off. Brooks doing a great job.
Yeah, he raced hard with Bradshaw in the early laps, and now he has the 2-time champion on his rear wheel. But Larry Brooks is not surrendering anything here, or at least not surrendering it willingly. Nice move by Stanton as he comes down. That'll give him the inside line going to the right-hander, and a great move to set up the pass and take over third spot. It's not always the point where you make the pass that's critical. It's the point where you set up the pass.
Well, indeed it is, and Stanton set that one up beautifully. I think Brooks maybe was expecting him to take a different line, and he kind of left the door open. Damon Bradshaw's had an open door since the drop of the gate.
Boy, is he capitalizing here tonight on the Honda misfortune. The win moves him right back into contention for the series championship. Bradshaw riding conservatively now with a healthy lead, and he's just protecting him. Look there, nobody in sight. He's got him by a straightaway, and that's very much reminiscent of the first half of this season. Bradshaw killed him 5 races in a row. Looked like he was going to waltz away with the championship. Then Stanton turned the series around, and now Jean-Michel Bale, number 1, has emerged as the point leader. But he was involved in that first turn crash, and he's back here trying to catch up.
Jean-Michel Bale sees the points lead diminish in front of his eyes. What must be running through his mind? I suspect nothing other than picking off as many riders as he possibly can. But he was looking, Dave, I think more and more like a repeat champion. I think in many circles they were ready to give the title to him. Jean-Michel Bale was back on track. Jean-Michel Bale, Mr. Smoothness, Mr. Consistency. He's going to win the series for the 2nd year in a row. But now it's a whole new ball game.
Well, a year ago in this same ballpark, number 2, Jeff Stanton, not only lost the game but lost the series in a crash in a whoop-de-doo section not unlike this one. He is racing Guy Cooper for the runner-up spot. Quite an improvement from where he was early in the race. I think the thing that strikes me most about Stanton is his youth. We think of him as one of the gnarly veterans. He is, in fact, 23 years old. Success came early to Stanton. He's already won 2 championships in this series. Contrast that with Guy Cooper, who is 30. Jeff Ward is hanging it up at the age of 30. Says, I've been doing this too long. Cooper looks to me like he's going to stick around until he finally wins one of these things.
You know, I wonder if he were to win a main event, if he won here tonight, I wonder if he would then hang it up. Because he says that's really the last thing he wants to do in his career, the last career ambition. Of course, if he won that, then he'd probably say, well, I'd like to win the Supercross title.
He's still got that competitive blood boiling as he holds the 2-time champion behind him here. Cooper's been close on a couple of occasions, never climbed that last step of the ladder, and tonight he won't do it unless David Bradshaw falls off. Here's Stanton trying to make the move. He's got him set up. Cooper takes the rail and holds on to the spot for the moment. Good side-by-side action. Stanton comes out with the lead.
It's amazing how they look over at each other trying to anticipate what the other guy is going to do. I mean, they're up in midair, what, 30, 40 feet off the ground, and he looks over to say to Cooper, well, what are you going to do when you land? I know where I'm going.
I don't think Cooper was any match for him there. Stanton had upped the tempo, and Cooper just could not maintain the pace. So even though it looked like a pretty serious slugfest for the position, I think Cooper was destined to lose it. Stanton's just going a good bit faster than he is.
Yeah, Stanton coming from off the pace had the momentum. He had been passing riders. He's looked at a lot of different lines on the racetrack. But the most important, I think, is the word momentum. Out front, the momentum belongs to this guy. No one's going to catch Damon Bradshaw unless he makes some kind of mistake. Stanton is way back off the pace.
Tremendous speed being displayed by Bradshaw, but controlled speed. Early in the season, on occasion, he would tend to get a little wild, get a little radical, get a little out of control, looked like the Damon Bradshaw of old. Even though he was able to consistently win races 5 in a row, Jean-Michel Bayle, in fact, predicted that he would crash and possibly hurt himself, and that would turn the championship around. It's exactly what happened. But for Bayle, a first-turn crash tonight may very well cost him the point lead. He is climbing back up into contention. Bradshaw is the runaway leader. Overdome headed for the finish with Damon Bradshaw looking for win number 6 on the season. He cannot get the championship point lead here tonight as he overlaps Todd DeHoop. It looks like Jeff Stanton is going to succeed in leading this series. It'll be the first time this year Stanton's held the undisputed lead, but the critical thing for Bradshaw is getting himself back into contention. Guy Cooper is the third-place man on the racetrack. Stanton is in between them, and whoa, Cooper's on the ground.
Guy Cooper coming through that sand. He was still holding on to number 3 spot. He's still in 3rd place. Amazing. The motorcycle. First, we'll take a look at the crash. Cooper just pushed the front end a little bit. That soft sand section that they trucked in to help construct this Pontiac track. He just hit it wrong, and he went down. He was quickly up, and he was still holding on to the number 3 position. We're back looking at Bradshaw, but Cooper is still 3rd. That shows you how fast these guys were going out front.
Kept that motorcycle running, and that enabled him to hang on to the spot. Bradshaw with the lead, and let's see just how impressive it is. Here comes Jeff Matasevich. Nah, he's a lap down. How about number 12, Doug Dubach? He's a lap down. We're waiting for the second-place man, and we still don't see him yet. The man we're waiting for is Jeff Stanton. But the critical thing is that Stanton, right here, will get the point lead tonight. He was tied with his teammate Bayle after Indianapolis. This will be the first time that he has led the championship uncontested all year long. And when we've got the clock running, we'll catch Cooper right here, 26.5 seconds behind the leader. Not bad considering that he spent some portion of that time on the ground.
Yeah, now here's what has happened, though. Mike LaRocco, rider number 17, Kawasaki, from fairly close by, South Bend, Indiana. Now the crowd behind him as he moves into a position to challenge Cooper for the number 3 position.
LaRocco, the winner of the season opener, has not been able to do that since. We're on the white flag lap, the last lap of the race, and LaRocco has the opportunity here to capture a podium finish. The top 3 is within reach, and he can charge up there and do something with Cooper. But Cooper is definitely regrouped and appears for the moment to be keeping LaRocco at bay.
He is phenomenal. Damon Bradshaw all alone out front. He's missing a good race behind him.
Bradshaw knows he's got this one won. He's signaling everybody, hey, look at me. Checkered flag for Bradshaw, 6th of the season. But we've got a race back here that's going to go right to the wire for 6th and 7th spot. Jean-Michel Bayle was almost last out of the first turn. He has come back to 7th, and this could impact the final standings after tonight's race. There's a point there to be gained if he can get around number 10, Larry Ward. A collision behind him. Looks like Mike Kudrowski is off the racetrack, but Ward versus Bayle is the story as they turn for home, and JMB tries to mount one final charge, get one more position. He's passed about 12 guys here this evening. One more would get him another point. I don't think he's going to make it. Indeed, there is Brooks dialing across the flag, and Bayle is on cruise control as he settles for 7th place. Bradshaw has won it. It is a championship dogfight once again.